Welcome back. I'm Linette with the Laurel County Public Library, and today we're going to make something that's going to be super nutritious. Okay, so you've probably made or seen advertisements for zucchini boats, and those are really good. I have some zucchini here today. These are a little bit on the small side to do a zucchini boat. So I got to thinking about what I could do that would be similar to a zucchini boat, but not a zucchini boat. Because you know, when you make a zucchini boat, you cut the zucchini lengthways, kind of scoop out the middle, you fix a nice filling. Sometimes you may use ground beef, ground chicken, ground turkey, whatever meat component that you want. Add some other vegetables and spices in, and then you like fill it again and top it with cheese and roast it. But these are a little tiny to do that. Now, you can also do a zucchini boat that is totally vegetarian, you know, no meat at all. So those are really good as well. So I'm trying to make a very healthy dish here tonight. So I'm gonna call it a zucchini boat casserole. Okay, so I have in my skillet, I have some hamburger, some pepper, onion that I chopped up, and I've got Italian seasoning, salt and pepper in that. So I've already got that started because, you know, don't want to waste a lot of time. So it's looking pretty good. I think that's going to be a good filling for it. I've learned that zucchini boats are about like stuffed peppers. There's several different recipes for stuffed peppers. It's according to what people like in them. And I think zucchini boats are the same way. So here's how I'm going to play this. I'm going to take this zucchini and I'm going to chop it up and we'll put it in this 9x13 dish. I'm honestly thinking this may be a better alternative for me than to do the zucchini boats, because I think I can probably talk my husband into eating this. If I handed him a zucchini boat for supper, he would probably go, okay, is that all we got? I mean, I'm just going to be honest about it. The man's a meat and potatoes kind of guy. So, just try to do the best you can with those husbands, girls. But this, I think, will work out really well. If you've not had any fresh zucchini this year, perfect time to get them. If you've got a neighbor that has a garden, if they planted one zucchini, they've probably got more than they know what to do with. Go over and talk real nice to them. Maybe they'll give you one. If not, go out to your farmer's market and get you some, because they are very plentiful right now. I'm just I'm quartering these, if you can see that. See how I did that, Lena? Just quartered them, and that way they'll just chop up real nice. Then I'm going to put the zucchini as the base. Now, zucchini and tomato go together like peas and carrots. They complement each other real well. And I thought about using some canned tomatoes in this, and I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. So what I'm going to do, I didn't cut all the way through those. I don't know what I was. I have some fresh tomatoes here, and I'm just going to dice those up and put right on top of that zucchini. And I think it'll be just fine. Kind of making this up as I go. If it doesn't work, I'll let you guys know. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes what sounds good in my head, it needs to stay in my head. Okay. So that's a good basis of zucchini. I think that looks good. Now, I'm going to just dice up this tomato. See, I've got a couple here. Tomatoes have been so good this year. I hope you all have had the opportunity to have some good fresh tomatoes. I'm using a mixture of, I don't know what the ones are, probably beef steak, I guess, maybe. And then these are aroma. Aroma are so good for any type of saucy thing. They cook down real well. So I'm gonna go with that. Once I get the tomatoes on there, I am going to put just a little bit more salt and pepper because I feel like that zucchini is going to need it. Oh yeah, that's going to provide a lot of juice in there. That's going to be great. I'll tell y'all a little zucchini fact, just FYI. So you know how like there's a day for almost everything in the world? Well, my daughter's birthday, Elena, who does our filming, thank you Elena, her birthday is August the 8th. And several years ago, she was probably in middle school. We were going to school one morning and they did this thing and they were saying, today is National Put a Zucchini on Your Neighbor's Porch Day. And I cracked up because it was Elena's birthday. So I thought they were just being silly. So of course I looked it up online and it is. So what I'm thinking is by August the 8th, those people that have had zucchini in their garden have probably done everything that they know to do with zucchini and they've gone through all their recipes. So they just start taking it and lay it on their neighbor's porch because they don't want to throw it away. So there you go. August 8th, National Put a Zucchini on Your Neighbor's Porch Day. I don't know how you're supposed to celebrate that other than putting a zucchini on the porch, but you know, if you want to make a cake for it, that sounds good to me too. Okay, so a little extra salt and pepper. Oh man, this is cooked up really good. That looks really, really, really good. I'm gonna turn that off for just a minute. Now I'm gonna add a little something extra to this because as I told you, it's gonna be almost a vegetarian dish. We got the hamburger and that's it. There's a lot of vegetables here. I thought this needed a little something. So I'm gonna put some mushrooms. These are just canned mushrooms. If you had fresh mushrooms, that would be good too. You know, mushrooms are a really good source of vitamin D. So that's always something good for us to get. And if you're wanting to go totally meatless, that mushroom will kind of give you that little bit of hint of meaty flavor. So they're good to have. And I had these in the refrigerator. So I thought, hey, I'm gonna throw some roasted red peppers in there. Why not? Can't hurt, right? These have that good smoky-like flavor. They're extra good. They're gonna add a little bit of extra moisture too. So it can't hurt. Okay. That's starting to look good, y'all. I don't know. I think I can eat it. All right. A little bit more pepper now, just to take care of those mushrooms and peppers. Okay. All right, now here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this meat. I've got this little thing, it kind of drains and scoops it at the same time. So I'm just gonna spread the meat out. Oh yeah. I think that's gonna cook up good. If nothing else, it smells good. And smells half the battle. Remember, if it smells good, you're gonna be more tempted to eat it. So far we don't have anything too bad for you in here, other than, I guess, the meat, but this is good lean meat, so. Oh yeah. Almost got it. I just want to show y'all, in the whole pan, in the whole pound of hamburger, that's all the fat there was. So that's thanks to my father-in-law. Well, he does beef cattle and he takes care of our need for beef. So he always does a good job with having good quality meat. Okay, so I've got that in there and I'm gonna top it with cheese. I'm gonna put some mozzarella on it. This is gonna bake for probably about 30 to 35 minutes at 350. So we'll come back, see what it looks like in about 35 minutes. I think it's gonna be extra good. I'm using the mozzarella that has the cream cheese because I want this to melt really easily, and I want it to be able to seep down into the rest of the dish if necessary. So, all right, folks. Zucchini boat casserole. The real test is, will Kevin eat it? We'll let you know. Okay, folks, welcome back. Elena's already dived into this casserole, and she likes it. She's giving it a thumbs up, so that's a good thing. Maybe we can get it past Kevin. I don't know. So here it is, and you know, most casseroles have like a creamy base. This is not. You know, this is vegetables on the bottom. There's no creamy component, so getting as low carb here as we can. But gosh almighty, it smells good. All those flavors have gone together real well. Your zucchini's very tender, and you've got the tomatoes and the mushrooms and the roasted red peppers. They're all going together, so I think it's going to be really, really good. Okay, so let's look at a couple of little cookbooks. If you don't want to try something that just came out of Linette's head, this is a little Good Housekeeping cookbook, the Great Potluck cookbook. It doesn't get an A rating because there's no pictures, but in flipping through, we do have some really good recipes that would be good for taking different places and all that kinds of good things. Okay, this one I had to get because how many times have you asked that? Someone invites you over, or you're going to some kind of gathering. What can I bring? What should I take? That's your question. So this has a lot of good recipes that are for taking to different events. But what I really liked about it was if you had this cookbook and you made it your own. I've never really seen this. Show them this, Elena. But it's got like over here who you made it for, the prep notes, don't forget, special touches, and bring again. So I thought, well, that's kind of neat because I've done that before. You know, you make a recipe and you're like, if I ever make that again, I'd like to do this to it or that to it. I thought, well, that's really neat that they've got that already in the cookbook for you. And then, of course, hot and cheesy. So many casseroles have a cheese component. This has a ton of casserole style recipes. Again, no pictures, but you know, we all can't be perfect. And then we have the peppers cookbook. I couldn't pass this up because peppers, like zucchini, are in season right now. They're as fresh as you're ever going to get. And there's so many things that you can do with peppers. So if you don't know what to do with peppers, then download this cookbook and you'll learn. So there's you some options. And I just want to take just a second to say this video marks 1 year that Elena and I have been trying to put together videos, and you are gracious enough to watch them. So we appreciate that, and we hope that you're having fun and that you'll stay with us. So we'll see you next time.